Our friends that have gotten married, we can see you guys. We are not mates, Abby. Now you have love. Now you have husband. You no longer have our time. We used to be that person you run to when you have an issue. But now you have a bone of your bone to run to and a flesh of your flesh to run to. So we no longer matter in your lives. We are not mates. Abby, it's time. We will get married too. We will have our friends. After all, what is it? You're not the only friend I have. So if you're on this table, I bring you good news. I'm not here to break the table, I'm here to fix it. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been following and you've been subscribed to this channel, I just want to say thank you for always coming back to watch all of my videos. So now, what happens when your friends get married? I'm sure you guys have noticed that pattern. I used to be one person that complains a lot about it. I remember 4 years ago, one of my best friends then got married. And when she got married, I was the chief for the wedding and I stayed a week after the wedding in their house. We had an amazing time and it felt like, okay, I'm not going to be among those people that lose their friends the moment their friends got married. But you know what it is? The moment I left, it felt like I no longer existed in my friend's romantic life. We no longer called each other. When I called, she wasn't available to pick. And when I needed to tell her anything about one of those my headache or my boy headaches or my love stories, she wasn't even there to reply the message. She would come after 2, 3 days and be like, sorry for the late response. And it felt terrible. I felt like I had lost my friend to the cold hands of her husband. So I wanted my friend desperately and I called and called. And each time I called, there was nobody available on the other line to pick the call. So I finally agreed that, okay, oh, I don't lose my friend, no problem. Grace Abu, I forgive you. I'm calling your name because we have to drag this thing. I forgive you now because I understand better. I forgive you now because I am a bride and I understand what it is like. I forgive you now because I no longer feel like you were snatched away by the hands of marriage, but I understand how responsibility can come in and take away most of your time. Now, I am not on anybody's side, neither the wife or the friend, because I believe both can do better. But here is what actually happens and why you feel abandoned when your friends get married. I've been a bride for 9 months now, and the major thing I have struggled with is sustaining my friendship outside my marriage. I love my friends. You know me. I love people. I love friendship. Everybody knows that about me. But unfortunately, I fall on the side of people that have 1,001 friends. And sometimes, even as a single person, it is difficult to maintain. Then now I'm married and I have responsibilities. Now I can no longer wake up and decide, I'm not going to cook today. Oh. I cannot wake up and decide to skip lunch or skip breakfast. I have to do the things I have to do at the right time. I can't even decide to chat away. Like, I can't decide to chat away. If I have dirty plates, I have to wash them. I have to clean up. And then I have an entire human being to look after. So now my friend is calling, my friend has gist. My phone is beeping, but I am in the kitchen cooking. My phone is beeping, but I am gisting with my husband and I want to give him my complete attention because this is the beginning of my marriage where solid foundation has to be built. So I'm sorry, darling Sophie, that I can't pick your call. My hands are dirty. I hope you understand. I'll call you back later, but unfortunately, I don't remember to call you. And after 3 days, I see your status and I'm like, oh my God, Sophie called me. I did not pick that call. And then Sophie is angry. Dear Sophie, I hope you understand that this is not it. I'm not losing our friendship. It's just difficult. I honestly think there are people that understand and there are people that do not understand so much or are not considerate. And I think I have been opportune to experience those kind of people as a married person. I have friends that I will miss their call and I'll come back and I apologize and they're like, oh, it's okay, I understand. I have friends that do not understand why I had to miss their call. But it is honestly not easy on the end of the bride. I know it looks like, oh, she doesn't even have children, there's really nothing to do, but there's something to do. Do you know how it's like to wake up and think of what to cook? It's do you know how it's like to decide what to make for breakfast, what to make for lunch, what to make for dinner? Some of us cook fresh food. Some of us don't refrigerate. We make it fresh from scratch. And it's It's easy to just get completely engulfed in the whole idea of trying to understand the platform of marriage at that early stage. And then I know for the friends for sure, oh, I've called. Exercise a little patience. It is honestly not as easy as you think. Although I understand the place where when you get married, there are certain friends you have to outgrow. It's not something you intentionally want to do, but it's something that has to happen for you to move forward. There are friends that you probably used to party with, there are friends that you had a careless life with, and now your life is responsible and you have to outgrow them. But if you've been a godly person and you've been wise about the people you have in your cycle, most of your friends are friends that you can still do life with, you can still do family with. So for both ends, I think you need a high level of patience that allows you understand and accommodate each other. If I was a bit more patient with Grace, I think we could have still worked because she could have explained herself better. But I felt like, oh, each time she comes, it's, oh, sorry for the, I was busy. There's no proper explanation. One thing you need to know as a person is you need to be accountable. It's something I'm not so good at. Most times I disappear and I don't want to tell you where I've been and what I've been on, but you need to be accountable. Oh, sorry, I didn't pick your call. I was doing this. Be as clear and as detailed as you can be because this person is important and you want to do life with this person. That will help the person understand that you truly have been busy and you were not just intentionally missing, but you were actually busy. And dear single friends, we love you guys so much. We want to still hear about your boy issue. But some of you just assume since we are married, we will judge you guys. Some of you just assume since we are married, we are too serious with our life. And you guys just completely stop talking to us. And when they now ask you guys what happened, oh, she just got married, and no, I still want to be a part of your life. I still want to hear all of your stories. I still want to be able to pray with you and give you advices, even when you feel I probably feel like I know it all now. But I want to be there. But some of you guys just stop calling. There are friends and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to leave this person alone. Because even when we call you guys don't sound like you used to sound. You don't sound like my friend. You're acting like we're strangers. Like you're probably afraid that whatever gist you gist me, I'll just my husband. But it's always not like that. We actually know when to stop. We actually know stories not to share. We actually know what to say and not what to say. Our mouth is not that loose because now we have a partner and you feel like all of your stories are going to be shared. So I'm calling out to every friend that is not being a friend to a new bride. It's honestly not easy, and you guys need to be a bit patient. And the new brides needs to try. Sometimes you you guys are annoying. Yes, we can be very annoying. The new brides, you're always busy. Find time to actually sit down and call your friends. Find time to actually check up on your friends. You're not the only busy ones. They are not married, but they have other aspects of their lives. The other aspects of their lives they are busy with. They have other aspects, but they still find time to call you. If you miss their calls, return their calls. If you see a chat, respond to the message and apologize for your late response with proper explanation of why you are not available at the time you are supposed to have responded to their chat. A little more patient, okay, with everybody. And I think it's time for us to stop sharing that narrative because I believed it so much that I expected it to happen. You know how they say it's just the power or the law of attraction, where you believe if this happens, this will happen. I believed so much in the fact that when your friends marry, they are no longer your friends. I've been both of these, the friend that tries to cut you off when you get married and the friends that stays until you cut them off. Because I've believed so much about the narrative. I was like that to a friend. So she got married. I didn't go for the wedding. I think I got consumed with the guilt of not being able to go for the wedding, even though I had a good excuse. And I congratulated her. And each time she reached out to me, I just didn't sound like her friend anymore. And then days passed by, weeks passed by, months passed by, and we just fell out. Now we just looked at each other's status, and when somebody posts anything funny, we just reply with reactions and emojis or stickers, and that's it. That was a beautiful friendship, and I lost it just like that. just because I assumed, oh, this person has something else to say. Sometimes I have a problem, I really need somebody to talk to. But the moment her thought comes to my mind, oh, you can call this person, I just assume, ah, she's married, she's probably busy, it's evening, she's probably trying to unwind from her day. Call us, call your married friends. Don't be afraid to call them at any time. If they miss it, they'll call you back. When they don't call you back, you now have every right to ask them why they didn't call you back. Shout outs to my friend PMJ. I think she does this so much that at some point it started to offend me. But each time it starts to offend me, I get to realize she calls me to order. Each time I miss her calls and I don't call back, each time she sends me a message and I take yes to reply, she always has a way of calling me back to order. Although it offends me sometimes, but when I sit down and I think about it, I actually realize she's right and I'm wrong, and I get to apologize. I think we should be able to call our friends to order instead of cut them out completely. Every good person deserves a chance, and why not? So, if you have a friend that you've actually fallen out of because they got married or you got married, it's time to pick the phone. Do that long call, explain yourself, apologize if you have to. It's actually now, it's time to fix what has been broken, except you no longer want that person in your life. And please, bride, again, always try to reach out. Always. Life will not start on your head and end on your head. So please try to reach out. I remember saying that I understand the place of outgrowing people, and especially for that stage where you just get married, for the brides now, it's easy to just be friends with other married people because you guys are like in the same phase or in the same stage in life, and you understand each other more. You can share each other's burden. You can tell each other when you think something is going wrong and actually get a good advice your single friend cannot give you, because this married friend has experienced it and can give you a better advice. It's easy to have friends that are going through the same phase with you, but it is not an excuse to cut off people who are single, because don't forget, these guys are going to get married one day, and you are probably the person God has sent first to go and experience marriage so that you can help make their own marriage easy. But now that you've cut them off, how can you play? Or now that they've cut you off, how can you now play the role you're supposed to play in their life or in their marriages? So please, I understand the place of outgrowing, I understand the place of making new friends. Making new friends is not even as easy as we make it look. It's not, because you don't know this person's thought patterns, you don't know this person's belief, you don't know their faith, and you don't know what they think of you. I love my friends. I grew up with them. We have shared experiences and we've shared life problems. It's easy to talk to them and it's easy to hear from them. I'm open to make new friends, especially married friends, because I love to be in the same season with important people in my life. But I love my friends and I want to be part of their life. I want to hear their gist. I want to be part of their big day. I want to be part of their big decision. So don't just cut off your friends. If you're thinking of getting married and cutting off that good person because you guys are no longer mates, no. If you have to cut somebody off as a married person, ensure you are doing it for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. Ensure there is actually a reason you're cutting this person off. It's that they are harmful to your life, toxic to your new phase, or you heard from the Lord, and God won't just tell you to do something stupid. It has to be good, it has to be tangible. He will tell you good things because his plans include good things and good people in your life. So that is it. In case you have that friend that you feel has abandoned you, or in case you are a bride waiting to abandon people because you guys are no longer mates, that is not the story. You need these people. You do, and they need you too. You guys need each other to survive. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to share. I just wanted to break the news that your friendship doesn't end when you get married. Yes, your friendship doesn't end when you get married. You guys, you don't become their seniors because you're married. You are nobody's senior. Yes, so take down your shoulder pad. Come down to their level and own up. And single people, it's okay. Oh, I'm sure. I'm just. I'm just shy around her now. I'm not comfortable telling her what I used to tell her before. I'm scared she's going to tell her husband. No, well, we don't. Most times we tell our husband, but it's not everything. We know what not to tell. So you guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and have a lovely, lovely day.